If it frustrates me, we're getting rid of it. I get to choose what stays in my home. Okay, I'm in my playroom today, and here's the thing about toys. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I have done so many declutters. I have tried different systems. I did toy rotation for a really long time, and I will say that worked. It served its purpose. My kids would get excited about the new toys that came in that week that I just pulled out of storage, but it's a lot to maintain. And as the kids get older, they have like certain toys they're more gravitated towards. So I kind of feel like toy rotation, at least for us, was more for like 3 and under, 2 and under. What I did recently is pull all of our toys out of storage, bring them into the playroom. And so we have everything in here, which in some ways it's like in all the minimal videos I've watched, you know, you shouldn't have too many toys out and whatever. But I'm like, if I own them, I should be able to see them. And if it makes me or the kids feel overwhelmed, we should be decluttering. So that is the purpose of today's video. We are decluttering even more before Christmas, before we get even more stuff, which I already posted what I'm giving my kids for Christmas. So if you're interested in that, check it out. I am being a little bit minimal-ish. Yeah, you should get a yummy hot drink before you try to tackle a toy declutter. But I'm just gonna show you the situation in here. The lighting's not the best with the sun coming in, but it is what it is. I have this little table here from IKEA. It was like, it's a sensory table, and right now it actually has kinetic sand in it, which sometimes the kids could play with that for a while and they really do like it. And they're old enough now that they won't make too much of a mess. So I just keep it in there. But we just have too many like big items that take up a lot of floor space, because now that I have all the toys in here, I have 2 big IKEA shelves full of toys, which there used to only ever be 1 in here. And then this is also a big thing, but my mom like just thrifted it for us, and I do really like it. And I know it'll grow with River, especially my daughter, and be great. So if I don't want it down here, I know I can put it up in her closet. She has a really big closet in her room for some reason, like big walk-in closet. So I'm thinking I'll probably move it up there, but I want to see how they do with it after she gets these like dolls she's getting for Christmas. But I love the little piano here. It doesn't get used that much, and obviously like it just makes a sound, but it is really pretty and cute. I love it. I do want them to like enjoy music and instruments, plus it kind of props the door, so that's gonna stay. That's great. And then again, like not enough floor space, but they play with these horses, and this one's a bull, like basically every day, so that's for sure staying. This cart, River was just playing with this morning. I think I'm gonna try to hide it and see if they ask for it. It was something I thrifted and gave to River for her birthday. It's really cute, but it takes up a lot of space, and I don't feel like they play with it that much other than make a huge mess. So there's one big item we can remove. Over here, this ice cream toy, I totally recommend. Kids just love it. Whenever kids come over, they like to play with it. We love it and use it all the time. We've had it for a long time. Baby stuff is huge for River. She loves baby stuff, so mostly she just like uses this basket as a carrier. So I do feel like I need like a better organization, and I want to get this stuff off the top because it makes it feel dirty and cluttered, and I want it to be more organized. And then these are just toys. We have 2 dress-up bins we need to go through because some things are starting to get small on them. We have our play kitchen. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting. We've got to get this done while they're not around. And I'm gonna go through and get rid of a couple more things in here. This shelf has obviously just lots more toys. I just pulled these out, and I'm gonna see if Asher plays with them, or I'm thinking about maybe I should just get rid of them because they've been in a bin over there where he couldn't see them, and he hasn't played with them at all. Then we have some books going on, books are the one thing I still have some books in the storage downstairs. Trains, he does play with those, but not as much as I would like. We have some random little things in here they do play with, including balls. They have cameras and stuff in here, which we will be keeping. This needs to be sorted through because it just gets so much junk. And then I love these drawers, but I'm afraid they don't really like open them to see what's in them enough. So I kind of want to rotate out some of the like farm animals they play with into a different bin. And then I might either get rid of this or put it in Asher's room because they don't play with it down here. I'm not looking to do the hugest toy declutter this time. I wish I could, I wish I was, but I'm not quite ready to do that. I do want to get rid of a lot of stuff, but I just have so many thoughts and all my hesitancies. This is the bin I was talking about. It's been in the garage. It's filled with toys that they have not asked for. So I'm gonna put this in a donation pile, everything out of here, and then refill this up with things that I don't think they'll ask about, or I'm gonna see if they'll ask about. And then, yeah, I need a donation one. So I need to get one of those and then we can start. This is a process, and if I were doing it the right way, I'd pull everything off the shelves and be like truly overwhelmed, but I'm not gonna do that today. Again, I like the music stuff for my kids, but these are just like, Asher will bang so loud on this like a drum, and it's too much for me. So if it frustrates me, we're getting rid of it. And if it can be easily replaced, if they end up wanting something like it later, then we're getting rid of it. This I'm gonna try to sell on Facebook Marketplace. It's just too many little pieces for me, and it's not worth the upkeep. So I get to choose what stays in my home, and I get to see what little pieces just end up on the floor without really entertaining my kids, and this is one of those items. This is one that I want to see if he asks about. I do like it and he really likes it, so maybe like it's a downstairs toy, but I just don't want to do that. It moves all around for a soccer goal, which is a really fun game, but it just takes up so much space for the frequency of how much it's used. Like, it's just not that often, even though it is fun. So I'm gonna hold on to it for like a month or two and see if he asks about it. Pull out some of their favorite animals, which are like horses, bulls, like cows, things like that, and see if they play with it more if it's not in the drawer where it's kind of hidden. And I kind of turned this drawer into like all animal types, which I think made it a little more overwhelming. And I maybe should just get rid of like these frogs that we have because they really don't play with those. I'm gonna downsize at least on the frogs. Now they'll be able to see what's in here. I'm gonna add this back to the shelves and just get rid of these. They just add to the collection for no reason. Small pieces that they don't really play with. I'm gonna get rid of these train accessories that he just never uses. So I think we just bought too many train tracks for him, but I'm keeping the train tracks for now, getting rid of a few of the accessories. Newly awake, tired and lazy, the cute sounds you make while sipping your coffee. I know there's a world outside, but right now it's you and me. Just you and me, baby. Roll out of bed, I love when you're hazy, rewatching Friends for the millionth time. Well, I know there's a pile I will put in the garage to see if they ask for anything, and then these are all the little random toys we are getting rid of. So I'm pleasantly surprised by the amount of little pieces I'm able to just get rid of and not have in my home. There's a couple toys like these building ones that they pull for only occasionally, but I do think they're good toys. They're open-ended that they can build different things. Also, like, we have a whole camping toy set, and I feel that I could put that in this bin to see if they ask about it. So maybe I should. It is a lot of pieces. I just want to see how they play with less things in their environment. Okay, final look in here. I think even just moving some things around on the shelves and cleaning them up, like decluttering the little pieces, will make it feel like a toy rotation for them, and they might play really well. So we'll see. There are a couple things I could definitely do to like cultivate that even more, like moving furniture pieces around and bringing up more books, or like switching out the books. My kids they would like sit and read books. They do really like books. But for now, we're just keeping the one cubby of books. And then I moved these toys. Looks a little bit more like our old toy rotations where there's just like one toy per little cubby. So I do like that. The play kitchen is way decluttered and organized, which River loves to grab out that stuff. So I think that'll be good. The baby stuff, a couple things are on the shelves now in these cubbies rather than just on top. So it's more organized. And like in this clear bin so she can see better. I think that'll be really good. And this just feels more minimal and clean. I probably don't need 2 high chairs, so we might get rid of that one at some point, but it does match the cute little bed. A friend gave that to us. And we still have the nugget couch, the playhouse over here, and the little piano. But we could like move that over. I don't know. Actually, maybe I should do that. Let's see if this works. Okay, we're gonna go with this for now and then probably change it up soon. Maybe after Christmas, I'll put these cubbies over there so it can be just a wall full, and we'll see how that does. I'm just gonna play around with things, but I did wanna try having the nugget couch actually set up like a couch again, because I feel like they used to like sit in here and read books and stuff, but there just hadn't been space for it. So I moved the doll house over there, and I think this works for now. So that's gonna be it for today's toy declutter before Christmas. It does feel so good to get rid of stuff, even if it's not like a huge amount. I'm not getting rid of 80% of my toys this time around. I do like to see how the kids interact and play with different things, and there are certain things like the baby dolls or whatever that like we're just growing that collection of toys, and I know that River loves it. Things like the dollhouse are really big and take up a lot of space, but I want to see how she does when she actually gets some like Barbie type dolls. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I could move it to her room, but it is cute in here. I feel like they're going to appreciate this and feel like it's kind of like a toy rotation, and I don't think they're going to ask about any of the toys that are in the garage, but I did keep a few, as you saw, just in case. I do like to do that since they're older now, and I feel like they can kind of make those decisions. Like honestly, I could ask them about a few of the things like, hey, could we get rid of this? Do you want to get rid of this? But I'm also just going to see like how they respond. So I hope that you guys got some kind of inspiration from this. I would love to hear in the comments down below if you have any tips or tricks for decluttering toys, or what your view and opinion is on how many toys kids need. If you have found a good system that works for you, please do share with the rest of us. But this is what works for us for right now. As I said, I am definitely trying different things out a lot with this age range. Plus I'm 25 weeks pregnant, going to be having another soon. So then we'll have to have everything baby-proofed and just baby toys. So it'll be a journey. So it's always changing in this playroom, but that's kind of fun and I enjoy doing that. So all that to say, if you want to subscribe and stick around for all things motherhood, original motherhood, this channel is all about helping moms who are original. We all have our unique situations, stories, history, and children, but we also are a community and we can help other moms out. And I'd love for you to stick around, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.